I will remain by this river, thought Siddhartha. It is the same river which I crossed so long ago. A friendly ferryman took me across. I will go to him. He looked lovingly into the flowing water, into the transparent green, into the crystal lines of its wonderful design. And the river looked at him with 1,000 eyes, green, white, crystal, sky blue. How he loved this river, how it enchanted him, how grateful he was to it. In his heart he heard the newly awakened voice speak, and it said to him, "Love this river, stay by it, learn from it." Yes, it seemed to him that whoever understood this river and its secrets would understand much more, many secrets, all secrets. Siddhartha stayed with the ferryman and learned. But he learned far more from the river than Vasudeva could teach him. He learned from it continually. Above all, he learned from it how to listen with a still heart, with a waiting, open soul, without passion, without desire, without judgment. He lived happily with Vasudeva, and occasionally they exchanged words, few and long-considered words. "Have you," he once asked him, "have you also learned that secret from the river, that there is no such thing as time?" "Yes, Siddhartha," he said. "Is this what you mean, that the river is everywhere at the same time, at the source and at the mouth, at the waterfall, at the ferry, at the current, in the ocean and in the mountains, everywhere, and that the present only exists for it, not the shadow of the past, nor the shadow of the future?" "That is it," said Siddhartha. "And when I learned that, I reviewed my life, and it was also a river. And Siddhartha the boy, Siddhartha the mature man, and Siddhartha the old man were only separated by shadows, not through reality. Nothing was, nothing will be. Everything has reality and presence." Compelled by a great love and presentiment, Govinda leaned close to him and touched his forehead with his lips. And then something wonderful happened to him. He no longer saw the face of his friend Siddhartha. Instead, he saw other faces, many faces, a long series, a continuous stream of faces, hundreds, thousands, which all came and disappeared, and yet all seemed to be there at the same time, faces which continually changed and renewed themselves, and which were yet all Siddhartha. He saw the face of a fish, of a carp with tremendous, painfully opened mouth, a dying fish with dimmed eyes. He saw the face of a newly born child, red and full of wrinkles, ready to cry. He saw the face of a murderer, saw him plunge a knife into the body of a man. At the same moment, he saw this criminal kneeling down, bound, and his head cut off by an executioner. He saw the naked bodies of men and women in the postures and transports of passionate love. He saw corpses stretched out, still, cold, empty. He saw the heads of animals, boars, crocodiles, elephants, oxen, birds. He saw gods. He saw Krishna. He saw all these forms and faces in 1,000 relationships to each other, all helping each other, loving, hating, and destroying each other, and becoming newly born. Each one was mortal, a passionate, painful example of all that is transitory. Yet none of them died, they only changed, were always reborn, continually had a new face. And all these forms and faces rested, flowed, reproduced, swam past and merged into each other, and over them all there was continually something thin, unreal, and yet existing, stretched across like thin glass or ice, like a transparent skin, shell, form, or mask of water. And this mask was Siddhartha's smiling face, which Govinda touched with his lips at that moment. And Govinda saw that this mask-like smile, this smile of unity over the flowing forms, this smile of simultaneousness over the thousands of births and deaths, this smile of Siddhartha was exactly the same as the calm, delicate, impenetrable, perhaps gracious, perhaps mocking, wise, thousand-fold smile of Gautama, the Buddha, as he had perceived it with awe 100 times. It was in such a manner, Govinda knew, that the Perfect One smiled.